There's been some exciting cricket over the last couple of days, so let's analyse a couple of key moments that might help your game or your analysis of the IPL this season. So firstly, I want to go to RCB KKR. Now, KKR put 132 on the board. RCB chasing it. They were under pressure. Kohli, du Plessis in the sheds. They're 3 for 17 after 5 overs. Willie Rutherford out the crease, and they don't play their natural game looking for the boundaries. They play conservatively. They work RCB back into a position where there's still a big chance of winning the game. They're just over 60 after 11 overs when Willie got out. Now, what I liked about RCB is that they are prepared to change a few things up. Once Willie went out, they brought in Shahbaz Ahmed, and he played a little cameo innings where he attacked Russell, hitting for 2 sixes, and Chakravarti, and he pushed the run rate up, and I think they were around about 100 or 15 overs when he got out, and he set the game up for Kartik and Rutherford to finish it off. And with that experience, they should have got over the line, and they did. But the lesson here is, yes, you might be an attacking player, or you might be a conservative player. Every now and then, you're going to have to change your roll up or the way that you play for the benefit of the team in the match situation. So well done to Rutherford, Ahmed. Rutherford and Willie, and Shahbaz Ahmed, good little cameo there. Well done, buddy. Now it's time to look at CSK, and their running between the wickets has been abysmal in 2 games. Let's go for the first example against KKR. Raidu Jadeja batting, and Jadeja's creamed it to the mid-wicket, and he's called yes, and then all of a sudden realised that he's running to the danger end and he's in trouble, and he calls no. Raidu's halfway down the pitch, and he's ball watching, doesn't see Jadeja stop in time or hear the call, and all of a sudden he's too late to turn around and get back. He's run out. The next example is Garkawald and Uthappa. Garkawald, the ball has come off the pad out to point. Uthappa thinks there's a single there. He's halfway down the crease, and then he says no, leaving Garkawald stranded, and Bishnoi throws the stumps down. But Garkawald, again, is ball watching. When you're taking those tight singles and the yes is being called, you run as hard as you can, straight to the other end. Don't worry about where the ball has gone, because you know there's only one run and you've got to be out the other end as quick as possible. And learn to get a relationship with your batting partner with the running between the wickets. And once there's a yes call, you trust each other to get to the other end. Okay, so that is lesson number 1. Okay, now, Uthappa versus Ty. I think this was around about the 4th over of the innings between Lucknow and CSK. This was just great batsmanship, just working over the bowler. The first ball, Ty was short, just outside off stump. Uthappa pulls it through mid-wicket. Knowing that he was short, Ty went a little bit fuller on the same line. Instead of trying to play an aggressive shot, Uthappa uses the pace of the ball, goes through deep third man and finds another boundary. Now, this is playing on Ty's mind. He's got to bowl a little bit straighter. He can't afford to be wide of off stump to Uthappa because he's very strong there. So Uthappa knows this, and what he does later in the over, he sort of moves across to the offside, favouring the leg side, knowing that Ty is going to attack the stumps or be a little straighter, and he works the ball fine down to deep fine leg and gets another boundary. Ty, a little bit overawed with that, goes short and straight. The next ball, Uthappa does the same thing, going over to the off stump and pulls the ball behind square. So what you've got to try and do is put the bowler under pressure and try and read the bowler like Uthappa. Just if he's outside off stump, you manipulate the ball to try and get the bowler to bowl different lines, but try and read him. And if he goes straighter, do what Uthappa did. So well done to that. Just getting ahead of the game there, Uthappa. Just with CSK too and Lucknow, I thought Lucknow, Rahul, bowling Krunal Pandya in the power play for the final over against Moeen Ali was crucial. You let CSK back in the game there. He is dynamite against left arm spin, and when you're only allowed 2 fielders out, in the power play. You don't allow Ali to face that type of bowling. Probably should have gone to Bishnoi in that particular circumstance. And talking about Bishnoi, let's look at this wicket of Uthappa. Look at it. There we go. The hand there, that is a flipper. He's got the flipper. And look how straight as a die it goes, lands, skids, too quick for Uthappa. That is great bowling, young Bishnoi. Loving your work, son. Loving it. It's brilliant. It's dynamite. So for me, that was exceptional. Now, I've got to compare Dhoni and Badoni. Yes, I compared them the other day, and they had another similar innings last night. Now, Dhoni came out, had 16 off 6 just to finish off the innings for CSK. He's in fine form. Hopefully he continues this because we want him to finish his career in fine style for himself, the fans, and myself. We're also looking at Badoni, 19 off 9. Very similar, the two Dhonis last night. But one thing I liked about Badoni was the first ball that Ty bowled him was a bouncer and he was prepared to take it on. It was a wide. But still, he was a little bit late on it. But remember, he's only relatively new to this level of cricket. It's not going to be long before he picks up the pace and he is able to capitalise on these types of shots. He looked quite comfortable in attempting the shot. Once he picks up the pace, watch out, fast bowlers. And staying on CSK, Lucknow game, Chowdhury coming in for his first game of the tournament. He's against KL Rahul. It's the first over of the game. Now, Rahul is on the back foot. He got a golden duck first game. He's a little bit unsure of himself, just wants to get that first run under the belt. Now, when you've got a player like this, it doesn't matter how good the player is. When they're first starting their innings and they're coming off a duck, you've got to put pressure on them. Now, the third ball here, it's a little straighter from Chowdhury, and Rahul's just allowed to work it on the leg side, but the leg side fielder out square leg is on the ring, and it's an easy single for Rahul to get off the mark. Sometimes you have to just take a little bit of a risk, back your bowler and bring the fielders in and put pressure on the batsman so he can't get those easy singles. You make him hit harder. Make him hit shots that he doesn't want to hit early on in the piece so he doesn't get his innings away or innings started with such ease. So there are a few tips that I hope help your cricket, but also your analysis of the IPL. I'm absolutely loving it. 10 teams. This is going to be an exciting tournament, and I'm still trying to figure out who's got the advantage over other teams. They all seem evenly matched. Thanks very much for joining me, and I'll see you next week for another Hogs vlog, but just watch out. There's a few minute videos that I'm throwing out there too each day, just on things that have happened throughout the day in IPL. So thanks for following us, guys. Love you all. Have a great day.